So
Mr.
let's
Stockman
see.
has a lot more experience with this. Is this a case of the market looking at really sort of the weakest link and pressuring it, or is there something fundamentally rotten within Deutsche Bank that the sort of lawyers and the litigation side have detected and the market's reflecting? It's a question really for you guys.
Mr. Stockman.
Well, my experience has been when the crunch comes, bank CEOs lie. My experience has been that
He chuckled, and she said, "Oh, wow. Oh, my God, let me grab my head. We got CEOs coming in here all the time, and you're calling them liars, David."
$100 billion worth of undisclosed credit bailout lines.
David made my day today. Really did.
That meant that they were totally illiquid and insolvent, okay? Now, my point is the banks don't know what they have, and they haven't. That's why there's been $200 billion of the major banks of settlements, fines, settlements, penalties, $200 billion since the crisis of 2008, and it's still coming out of the system. So I don't.
Okay, here you go. Watch this.
I don't trust what they're saying, and there is a reason.
Watch this bankster supporter right here on Bloomberg. This is funny.
Happen. And as Warren Buffett always says, we're going to find out who was swimming naked. There's a reason why the market is selling off all the banks around the world, because people are realizing once again.
Oh, the banks are real naked.
Hold on, let's pull back to what we know. I don't want to see any bankers swimming
Yeah, I
naked.
bet you don't.
So you don't trust Deutsche Bank, but across the board, banks have paid huge fines. They have upped their compliance efforts.
Oh, okay.
So couldn't one make the argument they have cleaned their houses up?
Yeah, they cleaned their houses up.
I think it's more to me a
$1.5 quadrillion in derivatives. Is a clean house? Give me a break. Get off of here.
Paying these massive fines if the bank had been under control.
I'm so glad they let some people on here to speak some truth, because this is so much whitewashing going on this channel. I usually don't scream at my television, but my wife's witnessed me lately screaming at Bloomberg as everything's falling apart.
But David, that was 5 years ago, and they paid the fines. And Jamie Dimon said.
Jamie Dimon said.
They have changed their tune. Are we going to continue to punish them?
Yes, we're going to continue to punish them because they deal in nothing.
They're too big to manage.
They're too big to manage. I'm going to show you a good example of why he just said that. They don't even deal in anything. They don't deal in money. They got this $1.5 quadrillion made-up market.
2,000 pages.
Here's Deutsche Bank. Look at 1356, down like, I don't know, 40, 50%.
We should break them up.
We should break them up. Why would he say that? Well, let's see.
As the world's leading derivatives marketplace.
The world's leading derivative marketplace. Yeah, $1.5 quadrillion. Good job, CME Group. All right, I got a little sidetracked. Oh, it's not going to focus here. Anyway, this shows Citigroup, JP Morgan Chase, Bank of America, and Wells Fargo. And it shows all the banks. You know, remember Wachovia and First Union, how they all became Wells Fargo, and Bank Boston. Security Pacific Bancorp, U.S. Trust, how all became Bank of America, Bank One, and how JP Morgan Chase just gobbled up all these other smaller banks. Bear Stearns, 2008, sucked right in. So I wanted to point this out real quick here. Was it this one? Yeah, around 2007, the derivatives. No one even knows what's going on with the derivative markets. Like this huge mass bubble that's not even imaginable bubble. And most of the people, most of the bank's employees, they don't even understand them. They're computer generated, a lot of them, and just totally levered up. Huge casino, totally levered up. They don't even understand a lot of it. And it's going to bring the whole thing down. The whole thing's going to come down. Derivatives brought it down in 08. And this is why I'm showing you now. It's coming down again because we had 500 trillion exposure to derivatives in 2007. Try 1.5 quadrillion now. I mean, how could you have any faith in the banking system while they're sitting on a $1.5 quadrillion casino bet? And what do they have to back that up? I don't know, a couple $100 billion. That's what they got backing this up. No, let's give them the benefit of the doubt. They got, well, let's see. I don't know, $1 trillion. They have nothing. They have nothing to back this up. Well, like the example, 75 trillion for Deutsche Bank, and they got 83 billion backing it up in equity. I mean, whatever. Here's a $6 billion fat finger by an employee. Government prints trillions, banks issue derivatives in the quadrillions, and banks transact in hundreds of billions every week in this just imaginary, totally imaginary system that we have, banking system. That's going to come down because it's just one big fraudulent imaginary system. You don't even have anything. You think you got something in the bank? Oh, FDIC. FDIC can't cover 1% of all the deposits, if that. I mean, it's just a total joke. It's all just a big made-up system. You got to have gold and silver. And they've been driving people away from it because they have them thinking, oh, it's an investment, and they don't want to be in it because it's been falling for 4 years. Well, I've been accumulating for 7. Didn't buy a whole lot when it was real high because I bought so much around $13, $14 before it ran up. And then since about 20 down till where we've been, I just purchased a lot just, recently. It was so far down. You have to be your own central bank. I don't know what people are, well, I know people aren't even thinking about this. If you're watching this, you know what's going on. Most people, they just want to talk about sports and TV, and this is so important. This affects the whole world. And people are just like, my show's, Dance with the Stars is on. I gotta go watch my show. They don't even, they don't even want to talk about anything important. And you can tell them about this. Hey, the banks, they got 1.5 quadrillion in derivatives. Explain what a derivative is. And, oh, wow, really? Oh, well, they know what they're doing. They're professionals. Yeah, they know what they're doing. Yeah, you're going to find out how well they know what they're doing. When you combine ignorance and leverage, which the banks are so levered up, 1.5 quadrillion in derivatives, that's a little bit of leverage, you get some pretty interesting results. I used to read, well, here we go. Let me jump right over here. There he is. Oh, right next to Donald. Read a few Donald Trump books back in the day. 3 of them. The America We Deserve. Warren Buffett Speaks. Got a couple Warren Buffett books because I used to read Warren Buffett. One of the richest men in the world. You want to make some money, you're probably going to want to listen to what he's got to say. Well, once I heard him come out about gold, totally turned me away. He doesn't want people buying gold. He wants people buying shares of Berkshire Hathaway. He didn't get to where he is because of gold. Now, you want to hear about gold, you talk to his father. Well, can't talk to his father, but you read the paper his father wrote about gold. His father was a congressman. You go and you read about what his father thought about gold. Now, his father knew what was going on. I bet you Warren knows what's going on. He's probably got a huge stack of gold bricks, but he's not going to tell you to go for gold. And then his right-hand man, Charlie Munger. Any of you know Ty Lopez? I enjoy watching his videos, but every time he brings up Charlie Munger, I cringe. Charlie Munger says civilized people don't buy gold. That one statement right there just made me just totally change how I see a person just from one single statement. That's it. I'm done. Hope you guys enjoy. I hope this format here with me moving the phone around didn't bother you too much. If you're still with me at this point. But anyway, things are really heating up. Just hang on, everybody. I mean, at least we have an idea what's going on. And we know what insurance is. We know what monetary insurance is. Dollar's coming under pressure again. It's sort of like the cleanest shirt in the dirty clothes pile. So as all these other currencies around the world are collapsing, you've had the dollar, well, it's at 96. I don't know, we'll have to wait and see. All right, everybody, that's it. I'll talk to you all soon.